Did it? Did it? Check one. Check one, two. Did it? Did it? A little too much, huh? Shit. A little bit better. I guess I'll figure it out. Sorry about that. Where are you? Here I am. Here I am. That's fine, right? Okay, here we go. How do you do? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, wait. Yeah. No. Here we go. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you even see me? Let me see if you can see me. Oh, I'm redoing the studio. I got 1/30th of it done, and I'm so happy just throwing crap out. Oh my God. This is the happiest place in the house, generally. You wouldn't think that by looking at the timeline, but it's true all in all. Okay, let me see. Just make sure I'm on. Come on, T. Come on. There I am. All right, I am thrilled. All right, we got a lot to get to tonight. Whew. First of all, I want to say, hey, Mark. If you want to ever join the chat, just be a Patreon member. And I have a lot of fun on there. And the Chat Chat. Chat Chat is the recorded message service of the Howie Carr Show. Leave your message now. We may or may not play your message. Today's Chump Line brought to you by. Okay, ready? Oh, I'm in for Grace tomorrow and all week, by the way, just so you know. I don't know about Jerry. Maybe I'm in for Jerry. I'm not sure. He's got something going on. I don't think it's the normal thing, but something he's got a life thing happen. Not life as in hell. Just stuff comes up and everybody has moving parts and this and that. So there you go. I've given you a lot of nothing. But there you go. This is how I know that my family should all be incarcerated. And that men are meant to, and not even ultimately, but definitely women are the cause of every man's death. I don't even care if we're talking about Lindsey Graham. The cause of that was a woman somehow. There's no doubt about that. Today, I made, I tried to redeem myself, and I made these like southern baby back pork butt strips. And I used Osso sauce. I had it in 175 for 1 hour. I did it last weekend. It was an absolute hit, and they were like perfectly candied and caramelized, and like it was gorgeous. And so I tried it again today. Freaking missed, of course. And um, and when I put the oven mitt on and I take the baking sheet out, and it freaking it hurts. I'm like, God damn it! Like, and I'm wondering because like it must have been like some grease on there or whatever that was like got into my through the oven mitt. And it also happened this morning, but this morning actually I had done bacon in on a baking sheet, and that was full of grease. So I was like, had no. And my daughter says to me, with my mother, oh Jesus, tell that to my shrink, not my mother, my wife. Alice is 4 feet away. She's in the pantry replacing the light in the pantry, which she did successfully, by the way. And not the light bulb, the whole light. And so looks good. And so my daughter, who's practicing her play, she's in some play, High School Musical or Fame or something with way too many songs. My daughter said, "Oh, yeah, you're probably using the one with a hole in it." I said, wait a second, there's one with a hole in it? She said, yeah, oh yeah, that's the one with a hole in it. I thought, really? Like nobody thought that it might be worth sending along a memo to me that there's one with a hole in it? Or how about this? Take it out of rotation. Throw it away. Like, how is this freaking possible? That you're like, oh yeah, it's the one with a hole in it. Oh, Dad, you didn't take the Mitsubishi today, did you? Because we cut the brake line. Like, let me know. Find a part of the day where there's all the things that I should know, and let me know them, please. So dangerous. Don't get married, Montante. What are you thinking? Ugh. What are you thinking? Montante's getting married, apparently. He's had his current girlfriend for like a year, I think. And they're getting married. Alice and I talked about it today a little bit with that. Isn't that interesting? Because he was dating somebody. Mike Montante is a friend, and you've probably heard him if you're a Minnie fan at all. He was a character in the Kirk Minahan show. Now he's mostly somehow upper middle class, and he golfs for a living. So, but we thought, wow, like he dated his last girlfriend 7 years. Or more. We think this is true. We may be basing this on absolutely nothing, but we're going with it. And like no engagement, no nothing. 7 years. And then the new girlfriend, 1 year, bang, they're getting married. Life is starting. And like, I'm happy for him, to be honest. Like that's good. But isn't it interesting how that happens? When you have some couples that are just kind of together, and suddenly, bang. Somebody hits the afterburners. And I don't know how that happens. Like Alex and I obviously it makes sense for me because when we got together, I was 37. She was 23 and she was attractive and she liked me. So there was no reason why I wouldn't be like, you want to get married? Fine. You want to harvest my organs and eat them in front of me? Fine. I mean, like, it's all upside for me. But it's just interesting how that works. And then for some people, it just almost doesn't. I used to know this. I used to know this woman who cheated on her husband. I know I say this all the time, but anyway, I used to know her. They were one of the first ones who got married, my age, and she and her husband were picking out a house. They were picking out They always had idea for like baby names first they were doing the thing like they had the dog and they're much more professional than anything that I was. So like doing the thing, and they're together maybe 6 years in the 90s to the early 2000s, and she had an affair with her boss, who was also married, I think, at the time. And my friend was obviously he was one of these guys who like was. Okay, it's over. And that was it. And she was like, I can make it better and whatever. And he didn't want to make it better. He's like, it's over. So he like within 6 months had a new wife and they were getting married and they had kids like a year later. It's like, holy frig. And I don't know if she ever did. Like, holy friggin' life is, anything can happen at any time. Oh my God. God, I would be able to go beyond. I'm not tired. I feel great, but I do have an extra strong coffee if I need it. Okay, so the reason why I brought up the thing, because women will kill you and look out. And so, congratulations, Montante. I'm glad you're getting married. I think you should invite me to the wedding. I'm fairly fun at weddings. I mean, I can't really drink or party like young people can, but I can get drunk enough to embarrass myself and hit on somebody's mother and fall into the cake. So I can. That's where I'm at now. Okay, let's get to some fun stuff. Who's had the worst? There's so much stuff. I hope Jerry is in tomorrow, as a matter of fact. There is so much good stuff, so much good audio that I don't even know where to start. But we're going to start here. Let's start with Sunny Hostin. This is the most beautiful thing in the world. So you may have seen this video now. Sunny Hostin, who's on The View, she's a know-it-all, big leftist progressive, cries racism every 5 seconds. Talked about before how she has to introduce her son to the cops because, they'll hunt him down if not. And they live in a super rich town and there's no way and this and that. So she talks about the double standard that's out there because she has a black son. Here's her a little bit of, this is last year talking about it.
I mean, you can't commit so many crimes and think that you are above the law, even if you are the president.
So it really is a celebration of the law.
It's a celebration of the land.
Okay, it's about Trump. The other thing about that she said, I have it back here somewhere. Let me find it back. Wow, what is this preview unavailable stuff on X.com? What is this crap? That's what I need to see. Anyway, Sunny Hostin said last year that she has to tell the cops that her son's a really good kid. So her kid gets arrested by the cops. And she essentially gets him on the phone first, and you can hear what she says, and goes right for the do you know who I am?
It's in my phone if you take off the case.
Tell them your mother is a federal prosecutor.
Yes.
Hey, Mom, how...
Can you imagine that? That's what she says. Tell them your mother is a federal prosecutor. Can you imagine this freaking elitist, grasping onto extra power? I have elite power, sir. I'm better than. I'm not a normal person. I'm a better than. By the way, she's not a prosecutor. She was a prosecutor. She's not anymore. So, can you imagine this effing lady?
Your mother is a federal prosecutor.
Yes.
Hey, Mom, how are you? This is Officer Gomez. Your son's fine.
Officer Gomez,
how are you?
This is
Yes.
Federal prosecutor.
Okay.
This is Sunny Hostin. You probably know me from The View. I'm very important, Mr. Police Officer, with your middle class life. I'm very important, just so you know. And she puts him on notice.
That's my son.
Yeah.
He's a Harvard graduate.
Yeah.
He's not a criminal. He has no criminal record.
Don't you love that? He's a Harvard graduate. Just so you know, if I didn't make it clear already, he's better than you. So get your hands off him. We're better. We get exempted from laws, which is what she just told you Trump doesn't.
No criminal history. Officer, is that really necessary? This is a kid that doesn't do anything. He's a Harvard graduate and a Yale researcher.
Wow.
He teaches geometry to and dogs.
I understand that.
Why would you put something on his record like this?
No.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine this vile thing? Saying that. Why would you do that to him? Don't you understand? He's a better than. Well, the kid was trespassing, by the way, through this train track area, and it was posted, and they arrested him because he doesn't get a pass. Sorry. Why would you do that to him? We're your betters.
No,
Can you give him a warning?
I cannot at this point. I have to recommend some of this.
I'm a former federal prosecutor.
Yeah.
He knows. He's a Harvard grad who teaches 4th grade geometry to kids.
God bless.
This is not a kid who's
She's saying to stupid kids, special needs kids.
never in trouble. It's an innocent mistake.
Innocent mistake. Okay, that's fine. Well, you've entered the legal justice system, lady. What a freaking a lady like that. By the way, isn't it funny how what she complains about on The View, as a black woman, because I have black children, talking about all the white privilege out there, immediately asserts all of her privileges. I'm a better than. And it's because they always have. The only reason they ever talk about that is because they know it's always top of mind for them. I'm going to let them know. I'm going to name drop. Oh, that guy over there, I bet you Trump name drops. She's so vile. Oh, I wish they had arrested her somehow. Somehow I wish they had. Oh, God. Oh. Amazing. But that's what we're doing now. We're like none of my other stuff is coming out. I wonder why that is. What is this? I'm gonna send a note to Alice. Hold on, guys. I'm just sending a note to Alice. Hey, can you look at our Twitter and notice that all the stuff we sent between each other is coming out as unavailable? ? Oh, that's interesting. Because we got a bleep load of stuff in there, but I'm just surprised. I wonder what all that was. Okay. Let's go to... Oh, here's another great one. This goes along the lines of, we talked about the guy, Ashley Webb, in Maine, who ran for governor. By the way, that race is just about wrapped up. Well, Ashley Webb is not the only one who's got a problem. Listen to this. This is a kid in a school. I forget what this is. This is a school somewhere in where is this school? Anyway, it's somewhere in the U.S. You'll hear it in a second. This cop is called because this kid in this school is misbehaving. But of course, the kid is a trans kid, and he's been lied to his whole life by these progressive parents. So listen to this kid's attitude.
What's the problem?
Why do you let those kids get away with this? They are not supposed to be here!
If you don't lower your voice, I am going to put handcuffs on you, and I'm going to take you to a Baker Act facility. You lower your voice.
Fucking try it.
Here. By the way, this cop is the best. Give this guy a commendation right immediately. I'm sorry, there's some swears coming up. I'll try to get them for you guys.
Are you threatening me?
You're threatening me.
Are you threatening me?
I'm not just...
Because I'm here right now to deal with a stolen vehicle. I ain't got time to hear you screaming and yelling.
I don't have time to constantly be abused.
We'll get OPD down here then, because I gotta work this stolen vehicle.
What do you mean OPD?
Alpha 73 University.
Alpha 73?
Can we get another unit to deal with Jay Lee here? He is having a breakdown.
Sheee! Just say the right pronoun!
What'd you say?
7351.
Get down on the ground right now.
No!
You're about to get sprayed.
No!
Get down on the ground right now.
Leave me alone!
He's running towards... Now, the guy's holding bear spray. This freak now is running towards the door. You heard that... Sheee! Okay. Are you happy? Are you happy that you people did this? Okay. The moment your kid boy starts screaming "she," then the person needs to be incarcerated.
Come in there.
Leave me alone, please!
Okay, are you gonna calm down?
I'm getting my phone out. I have to film this.
I'm telling you, are you gonna calm down?
I will calm down. I will calm.
Do you know what this is?
I will calm down when you get the pepper spray out of my face.
Alpha 73.
Leave me alone.
I have
just please
pepper spray
please
at this individual
just
right now.
Stop pointing the pepper spray at me. I will calm down if you do that. Stop threatening me.
Yeah, lower your voice.
Okay. I'm actually going to play more of that. I need to. I'm sorry about that.
What's the problem?
Stop misgendering me! Just say she!
Stop misgendering me, this thing is saying. Just say she. Obviously, this guy should be tasing the hell out of this animal, wherever this thing is, and it should be incarcerated at Whispering Meadows, and then the parents of this thing that let this thing get like this should be incarcerated forever.
Alpha 73?
Josh, can you please just tell them to use the right pronouns? Please! You know it's causing me a lot of distress.
Yeah, I need you to bring it down here though, okay?
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you very nicely. Put your stuff down, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Alpha 70
Well, guess how this goes, huh?
Riley Rivera.
Not going to be arrested.
Put your stuff down.
Rivera.
No.
Put your hands behind your back.
No.
Okay, so I'm only gonna ask you one more time. You can record all you want, but it's already beyond that point.
You're
already tried.
You're stressing me out.
It doesn't matter.
I'm just asking you to please stop stressing.
We already tried to help you. So.
No, you didn't.
Yes.
You came in with hostile intent.
Put your hands.
Leave me alone.
Get on the ground right now.
Don't
hurt
me.
Get on the ground right now.
Don't hurt me.
Get down on the ground right
Hurt
now.
him.
Hey.
The kid's fighting, of course.
I got a couple like this.
Kid's fighting.
Come on this way. Stop. Get down. Get down.
Leave me alone. Help! Help me!
Now there's two cops there. You're still not able to cuff him. Her. We worried about the pronouns. Get a billy club out and smash this kid over the head. Oh, God. Maybe you should smash the delusion out of the kid. I hate to sound like that, but freaking A. Oh, what a pain in the ass. Imagine you're just trying to do your 8 hours as a cop. And you got to deal with this thing, which is the product of progressive moron psycho parents who are full of SSRIs themselves. You got to deal with this. Oh, God.
Get him down.
Let go.
By the way,
Hand behind your back.
should we maybe red flag this person? You think this person should be around guns? I would say no.
I'm gonna spray him.
No, please don't say him. Her.
Okay, her. I'm gonna spray her.
Thank you.
Put your hand behind your back.
No.
Yes. I don't want to spray you.
Calm down. You just give me some space.
See what's gonna happen?
He's not going to tase you. You give me your hand.
You're gonna arrest me.
No.
Your hand.
Let me just go to the end of this. It's more of that stuff. Thank you. Okay.
Now you're under arrest for battery on a wheel.
Watch your head.
Never had to be this thing, but you guys had to push it. You know, you had to push this delusional stuff. So there you go. Oh, it's so like tedious in so many ways that this stuff ever had to happen. But, you know, we're doing this. We're pushing all sorts of crazy stuff. This guy, this New York DSA co-chair, Gustavo, you've seen him. He's another spoiled rich kid. All these DSA people are spoiled rich kids. Here's another one who's talking. Martha McCallum just slices and dices this guy in Fox.
But when we look at the landlords, we don't use those same standards. Landlords in New York have been making a 12% return on their investment on average.
How much should they make? What's fair for the landlord to make if you don't like 12?
They're complaining that 12 is not enough. And we don't think that anyone should have a constitutional right to double-digit returns on their investment. That's why we've implemented...
No one should have a right to a double-digit return on their investment.
Pardon me?
No one has a right. That's not... No,
what are you talking
no
about?
one's in that's not in the Constitution, but what we see is that when we implement a rent freeze, we have landlords who are crying that the government is going to put them out of business.
They're trying to run
By the way, the Constitution's not about the stuff. Like, these are rights that are given to the citizenry. And you're allowed to be in commerce in this country. And you're allowed to make money as a landlord. Why the hell would we house you, ne'er-do-wells? It's not in the Constitution. It specifically may not say that, yes, you... The 17th Amendment, 23rd Amendment is that you have the right to make 10%. Yeah, it's not how it works. The default is you can do it in this country. It's not that if it's not in the Constitution, you can't do it. Ugh. Here's another one.
Why did your family come to America?
The economic situation in South America and in Peru was in a really bad place. But I think that much of what we could say is responsible for that actually was the imposition of capitalism and American imperialism, in many cases, is actually what brings immigrants to the U.S. coming out of Latin America. And
so they come here because they don't like the imposition of American imperialism in the country that they're in?
Yes, in many countries.
So they come here.
In many countries,
Makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they come here. It's weird, isn't it? They're like somebody's teaching this kid this.
Inspiration's great, but if you're the bodega owner, how would you feel if the government opened a big grocery store right next to your bodega?
If one publicly owned grocery store that brings prices down in the neighborhood is enough to put someone out of business, then maybe they shouldn't have been in that business in the first place.
There you go. The know-it-all. Kid is the most clueless kid in the face of the earth. But no, he knows more than you. Gustavo Cordillo, this is him. He's an activist, union electrician, and the co-chair of the New York, by the way, I'd like to see his electrician work, co-chair of the New York City chapter of Democratic Socialists of America. Alongside co-chair Grace Masur, he oversees major electoral campaigns. He had early life and education. Born in Peru. He emigrated to the United States with his family and grew up outside of Miami, Florida. Education. He attended Yale. Shocked. He moved to New York City in 2013. He initially worked downtown Manhattan art gallery scene. Not shocked. Prompted by the election of Donald Trump in 2016, he became politically active and joined the NYC DSA around 2018. He left his job to be a full-time commie, essentially. Imagine that being a kid. Imagine that, like, your legacy is that thing, the know nothing, is your kid. Freaking clueless, a total jerk. Total jerk. But that's not, it's the left now is they've totally lost. Like Hassan Piker, he's all about this stuff. Here's Hassan Piker. This is him speaking over the weekend. He's wearing a Mao Zedong suit, talking to college socialist Democrats. And this is from Reverend Jordan Wells on Twitter. He says it sounds like Hitler, and he's not off.
No more to Trumpism, but no more to the Democrats who compromise, who conciliate, and who betray us. No more to the fascist reactionaries, but no more to the Democrats who will collaborate and cooperate with the fascists, who will fund ICE, who will fund Israel, who will help poison the planet, who will stiff workers and help bosses. We don't need those Democrats anymore. In fact, we have a message. We are coming. We are unbossed, we're unbought, we're unbowed, and we will become undeniable.
Another spoiled rich kid.
Thank you.
What a vision. These dumbass, freaking rich socialist college pukes have no idea what they're talking about, or they have no idea what they're doing. All these ideas are old. It's so freaking boring for me. If you're 70 years old, you probably remember this stuff from the late 60s, early 70s. And for me, it was the mid 80s hearing people talking, socialism, man, if you just share among the people, it's the common good. And that way, as long as you don't have a capitalist society that's going to unbalance everything, it's like, shut up, you rich puke. And my pukes were from Winchesters. They were really rich pukes. Rich socialists, like revolutionary wannabes. Nothing more freaking gross. Let's see. Did I have this dude, this knockball who's running in who's the guy who's running? Do we remember the guy who's running? The other Muslim guy who's running, who's another rich boy. I can't remember his name. Anyway, you get. I got enough. I hit you over the head with enough socialists. Oh no, here's AOC, who's, by the way, Looking pretty good right now.
We cannot afford to leave Tennessee behind. We cannot afford to leave Kentucky behind, Alabama behind, Mississippi behind, Georgia behind, South Carolina behind.
So what I'm saying is this. Much like funk sucks, they try it every few years. Sometimes something works its way through, but it sucks. As a genre, it's always going to just suck. Sometimes somebody will you'll hit something, but it's a rubbish genre of music. It sucks. And socialism sucks. It's not just that that I want to call people socialists and I hate the idea of people sharing stuff. I don't care. But no. It just sucks. Totally. Let's see. This is a good cut. This is Adam Carolla talking about how these a lot of these socialists like sound very pretty and flowery and nice, but they're freaking vile. He's on with Malik and Kelly. Come on.
I mean, you have to think Ellen, you have to think Rosie. The old versions of them were the nicest, saccharine, sweetest people on the planet. It was all part of a campaign to get you to not know what was actually going on in their heart. And I believe whenever I see people act super saccharine, sweet, it's always overcompensation for them actually being a bitch and knowing it.
Yep.
And
it's so true.
I have this theory, which is Bill Maher, like I say a lot of douchey things and half the people think I'm a racist asshole, but I wouldn't do it if I felt like I was that way. I would have to overcompensate and be sweet and be nice.
Yes.
You know, people tell me all the time, you're such a racist. I go, if I was a racist, I wouldn't make so many racist jokes because I wouldn't want people to be on to me. So you should look at everything through the lens of Ellen, who started every show by dancing, or Rosie, who had the cutie patootie chub club, and she loved Tom Cruise, and she loved the Muppets. Inside were both raging bitches. And anyone who worked for them, and I knew people who worked for them, would tell you stories about how bad they both were soon as the cameras and the lights shut off. Like they were the worst.
You were not allowed to look Ellen in the eye if you were on her production staff. Yes. This came directly from somebody who worked for Ellen.
By the way, I'm going to do that with my staff starting now. Speaking of Bill Maher's out on the socialists. Here he goes.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not living in communist America. I mean, I know the talking point is that, well, it's not communism, it's socialism. Okay, I've read the quotes from the DSA platform, from their own mouths. Don't tell me I'm not seeing what I am seeing. And DSA, again, they.
And that's with John Carl. There's another cut from Bill Maher, actually. I'm going to have to chase it down because I do want to play it.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not living in communist.
Hold on, Bill.
You told J.D. Vance you're open, your vote is up for grabs.
Yes, my vote is in play because it can't be Trump running. Mm-hmm. So I'm not living in communist America. I mean, I know the talking point is that, well, it's not communism, it's socialism. Okay, I've read the quotes from the DSA platform.
It's the longer version, I guess.
From their own mouths. Don't tell me I'm not seeing what I am seeing. And DSA, again, they say things like, takeover of key industries, government. That's communism. There is a definition.
By the way, Trump's doing that too.
Of course. Yes.
And to a degree that we haven't seen any other president, Democrat or Republican, do.
Great.
Trump is tampering in businesses, and he did the first time as well that I've never been into a level I've never been comfortable with. But his paws are all over these things. I don't love it. I don't lose any sleep over it. I got bigger fish to fry.
That's crazy too.
He's got a piece of intel,
right?
A piece of the AI company.
I also don't care about his portfolio. I don't care if he's.
You get some Democrats.
Democrats are cowardly.
Yeah,
they're cowardly. Their party is being taken over now by, every day I hear about a new, very radical. I feel very good about, like 10 whenever years ago, like I did lose fans because, I wasn't going to go along with some of this crazy stuff on the left too. I didn't change really on what I thought about the right, but I can't sit and just not notice stuff, which people seem to want to do because it's all about my team or your team. But yeah, there's some crazy stuff. When we're cheering for the Intifada, I'm out.
Well, I don't know if you saw Jay Clayton.
And let me go to Fetterman. Fetterman was freaking fantastic today. He was on CNN, just freaking great.
My views and my votes aren't going to change. It's really more of a statement and if you look at the kind of people that are winning our primaries, their centerpieces of their campaign is anti-Israel kinds of rhetoric, whether it's in my state or it's whether in New York City and what's happening in Colorado now too. If you believe the Democratic Party's future is rooted in describing Israel as apartheid state or genocidal and they don't deserve to have our support, that forces me to say, is this really make sense for me as a Democrat with these views continue to actually intensify?
He was great.
That's a great point. I've seen
Hold on, Money Honey. He actually raised roar hell.
And if that becomes the Democratic platform.
Hold on, where's the other one?
Thoughts here on.
It said that a significant amount of voters in your state suggest that you
lose.
You've said that if the Democratic Party becomes officially
this guy could leave the Democratic Party.
Overtly hostile to Israel, that might cause you to leave the party, to become an independent, to be clear, not to become a Republican. This week, there was a vote in the House to cut off more than $3 billion in military aid to Israel. There are 212 House Democrats. 103 of them voted to cut off that aid. The people voting included former Speaker Nancy Pelosi voting to cut off aid. When do you view the party as becoming officially overtly anti-Israel? When it's all of the House Democrats doing that? When it's a majority? Because you're pretty close right there with 103 out of 212.
Well, candidates run on a platform, and if that becomes the Democratic platform, that we will now ever vote for any aid and will turn our back on Israel, then that makes me to make that decision as really what a Democrat should stand for, or being a part of my party for me. Now, Jake, I've said this, that if I change my party spontaneously right now, my views and my votes aren't going to change. It's really more of a statement and if you look at the kind of people that are winning our primaries, their centerpieces of their campaign is anti-Israel kinds of rhetoric.
So there you go. That's basically where we were earlier. Let me just see what else has texted me. Okay. By the way, I hate to say it. My people, like Ben Shapiro, giving The Odyssey good reviews. Unfortunately, he said it was a masterpiece. Ooh, that hurts to hear. I don't care about The Odyssey. I don't know the story. I don't care about the story. All I saw is Ellen Page like running around like E.T. for some reason, and in a way I've never seen a human being run, and I'm like, okay, I'm out. But apparently, my guy Ben Shapiro tells me it's fine, so it's fine. All right, let's do the chat, and then we'll let's go to the chat, and then the chat. Liz. Liz, by the way, I'm not a Z guy. I don't think there ever should have been Zs. I don't think there ever should have been Liz's. I like Liz better, but I have to train myself. Montante is going in the opposite direction. Kim is older than him. Yeah, I hear that because he's only like 30 or something. Yeah, which is great. Well, obviously, if people are compatible, then keep people compatible. She seems kind of beautiful to me when I've seen her online. I don't know that I've ever met her. And Montante is a more handsome guy than he gets credit for. He looked great without the beard, as a matter of fact. Alice said that. Then again, she's got no credibility when it comes to taste for men. But there you go. Cheswick said she said Mr. Gomez. She sounds like Ayanna Presley when confronted. Yeah. Jesus. Ayanna Presley's. No, it's not Ayanna. Is it Ayanna Presley's husband who they found the dead body in the house? That cop will be suspended at the end of this weekend. The cop, maybe he will be suspended. But Mark says spray it. Yeah, spray it. Obviously, spray it. We don't have time for this crap. Oh, God. Oh. Cheswick says, I'm pretty sure the Constitution wasn't written in 1980. Yeah, no, it was previous to that. I think that's a great point. Laughing at the guy, the vice chair of the New York Democratic Socialists. But the thing is, Cheswick, is that, the dude's got power and like they're having a funk moment right now. The Constitution fails to address landlord tenant law, so get rid of it. That's hilarious, Mark. Mark, if you go carrying pictures of Chairman Mao, you ain't gonna make it with anyhow. You know what's gonna be. Both versions of that are good, by the way. Both versions of that are good. And also, I don't think that Lenin. I know it's had its time. I think that Revolution, if that were their only great song, that would be enough to call the Beatles a great band. It's a great song. All right. Let's go to the chat, shall we? Tried to sneak Alice. I tried to trick her into being on today. She's at a book club right now.
Hey, Tom. Tommy NH.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah, I have to revisit Bandcamp again.
Yes.
Sorry. I'm just going through the story there. And
okay, so this is because he called it Bandcamp. It threw me off. Bandcamp is when I dropped my son off at camp a few years ago.
adding in the Shattuck factor where the stories are about 65% truth. So anyway, starts out okay. Somewhat believable. Poor Alice is
all true.
Feeling shame in front of the kids. You're walking around the house crying. It's embarrassing. She banishes you off to Maine to go find your child at band camp.
Yep.
And then I have concern about the camp itself. Apparently, Bumble, the abominable snowman, shows up at the camp.
Yeah.
Crying, looking for your child.
Yes.
And nobody offers you any help to find the child. You are just stumbling around, crying, picking up random children, trying to identify your own. I don't really understand how this took place.
Okay. It's a fair question, Tommy. So it took place because I got to the camp before the hours where you were allowed to be at the camp, but I thought he was dead. So it's the daylight. So you're supposed to get there at 8 p.m. I got there at 3 p.m. And it's not as if, like, everybody's in, like, 10 acres. Some people are in the lake in the distance. Some people are out playing Nerf guns or playing soccer or hiking in the woods or doing campfire stuff, or, like, everybody's spread everywhere. And so I didn't seek out like an adult, even though there are some adults. A lot of them are just like, it's one family runs the place mostly. So I kind of just wanted to find him and see if he was okay. That's what I wanted to do. And I didn't want to, I'm thinking about it now, I probably didn't want to like have them. There's no loudspeaker there, but like, hey, call, like, will James Shattuck please come to the administrative lodge? Like, I don't want to do that. I just wanted to see him and make sure he was okay. And ideally, not necessarily have him see me. I just needed to see that he was okay and happy. That was it. So that's how that happened. Eventually, a counselor did ask me who I was looking for, and like some teenager, and I said, oh, yeah, I'm looking for James Shattuck. He said, oh, yeah, James is over there somewhere. And I think that's when I went over there looking for him. I'd already been over there, which was a huge open soccer field. And that's when he spotted me. So that's what's going on. It's a very warm and lovely story, as a matter of fact. And woe betide all of you people who could possibly have a problem with it.
Hey, Billy from Manchester.
Hey, Billy.
Ashley Webb looks like Tom. I'm sorry. 9 seconds.
How dare you? Ashley Webb does not look like me. She looks like I don't look like that. She looks like the guy from Blazing Saddles. No. The guy from Young Frankenstein. The guy who hobbled with the one big eye. I forgot his name. I forgot his name. Great actor. No, but and the Ashley Webb thing is just another example of now all these politicians from Maine are saying the right is making fun of this brave person. You did this. You put this person out there. You put that psycho in the school that we just heard. You put him out there. Like, you guys did all this stuff to make yourselves feel good. Meanwhile, there are real human casualties to your fucking selfishness. And we've already known this for hundreds of years of having societies, that you don't do that to somebody. You don't tell somebody who's obviously damaged and hurting, no, you're normal and we'll just accommodate whatever your delusion is, because then the person just doubles down on delusion, does no healing or fixing of oneself. And then it all it does is it waters the weeds part of the brain, and the person ends up getting tased or worse.
Hey, Tom, Tommy NH again.
Hey, Tommy.
The story about you and your neighbor going to dinner, and
not really dinner.
I feel bad for her. It's tough times going through a divorce, not easy. Sitting across from you at dinner, while you repeatedly try to convince her that this is a date, I feel even more sorry for her. But anyway, this woman who doesn't exist looked over at your beautiful blue eyes and just couldn't resist touching your hand when she left the restaurant. I'm calling didn't happen, big fella.
It is incorrect. It was at the Whale. I bet you the security footage, you could see the thing, the Thirsty Whale in Blueberryport. I'm not saying that the person who did that, I believe she had a few, and I don't believe it was coming from a place of hitting on me, but it was technically contact. So, and it was contact enough that I decided to break that on the show and tell Alice. So there you go. A human being, female, made contact with me without gloves. So that's something. Baby steps. That's Swagovy for you. She did say the thing about the eyes, but you know the whole thing about eyes. All I have is, I am, like I said, we're not dealing with a whole bunch of like excellent attributes at this point. I do have hair for the time being, although most of you tell me that is temporary, if not already mostly gone. And of course, my kids don't. There's not a day when they say, "Dad, you're looking pretty bald." A-holes. But all I have is eyes, because you can't really mess those up, I don't think. So that's all that's there. So I understand. I've been around here, but this is not going to my head, although it is a little bit, because she was a human being, female.
Hey, Billy from Manchester. Hey, Billy. If you didn't see the president's speech on Thursday, you could have just easily have listened to it on Tom's show, In for Jerry, on Friday. A lot of it? I mean, how pathetic is this now? Now we're doing now you're ruining Jerry Callahan's show by playing just clips, long clips, 9 minutes of Trump here, really? 10 minutes of Trump here in a 1 hour show. And by the way, but you were potted up way too high, and and everything else, the audio was potted down way too low. So I don't know. You guys, you got to figure this out next time. Terrible. You're ruining it. You ruin everything. Oh.
That is
41 seconds.
Was I playing long clips during Jerry? I knew I had to play some Trump, but man, if they ask me to go tomorrow, I'm absolutely locked and loaded. I don't recall playing anything really long for Trump. I didn't see the Trump thing live, and I was more excited about the main stuff, to be honest. But as far as the potting up and potting down stuff, that's not me. I am talking just like I'm talking now through this mic into a computer. I hear me fine, and I hear the sounds fine. I don't know what that is. You can reach out to Craig if you want to. I'm not going to pass along those. He's got enough stuff to do and worry about. But sure, he's on it. Okay, if you reach out to him, he's Ironhead at jerrycallahan.com, or Craig. You can DM him too. It sounded great. Sound quality was great. All my stories were true. I did not repeat my story about the blue-eyed chick on Jerry's show. So there you go. I know I've gotten complaints about duplicating the shows. It was absolutely a high-quality performance, and you'll see tomorrow when I'm on for Grace. Grace taking off tomorrow. I'll be on for her at noon. It's a great day to do a show. There's so much stuff tomorrow. So much stuff. Nothing that you've already heard today. No way. All right, so for those of you who are Patreon folks, stay with us. We'll be back. I got some other stuff to talk about, including something interesting about CPAPs. And then, for everybody else, feel free to sign up for Patreon. I dig that. I like it. I think it's great, and it pays us, which of course is nice as well. Alice fixed the light in the pantry today, so we're going back. She asked what was wrong with the lawnmower, so maybe she'll fix that next. We'll see. Thanks.
C'est la vie.